Today I fucked up by burning my boyfriend's dick. This just happened tonight and I'm still suffering. My boyfriend started to make dinner, some teriyaki cauliflower, and rice. Decided to garnish it with Scotch bonnet chilies. So, after he diced up the chilies, both of us helped ourselves and enjoyed our dinner in front of some Netflix. Great, amazing dinner and great movie. What can go wrong? Well, one thing leads to another, we start kissing and end up in the bedroom, and my hands go wandering down there. He doesn't feel a thing until I'm on top, and I asked him if he washed his hands after touching this bloody chilies. My forefather, possibly, was a fucking Nazi. Today I fucked up by getting Ancestry.com profile for my very German father. My dad is really big into history, so we got him an Ancestry.com profile or whatever for his birthday. As far as we knew he is 100% German. Our last name is extremely German sounding, and extremely unique, I have never heard it before anywhere else. Google shows it didn't show up anywhere in records until the 1940s, mostly in the US, and a little in Germany. We follow the little tree, and get to his grandma's sister, who my dad says he barely knew and never talked to. Her last name was Winkleman. He vaguely remembers his mother hating that last name, and hating that her aunt kept it. He assumed that, due to the name, maybe she was a little bit anti-Semitic. Winkleman is a very Jewish-sounding name. My dad gets a little excited at this because he's a big World War II buff and now we have traced our ancestry back to Germany around World War II, with probably Jewish relatives. He's thinking, maybe they changed their name and moved to the US to escape the Nazis. Maybe some died, and we could trace them to death records in concentration camps. This sounds kind of horrible, I know, but it's history, and having family in the middle of it is kind of cool. Anyways, our records get fuzzy before World War II. We see our last name disappear into more and more Winklemans, until we find the crown jewel. Adolf Winkleman. A physician in a concentration camp, and without a doubt, a big fucking Nazi. There aren't a lot of available records on him. I'm guessing a lot are in German, or maybe even classified, but basically, he was put on trial for war crimes, and then died in 1947. I don't know if they killed him, he just died, or if the bastard killed himself. You can even see the family resemblance in the fat little fucker. Peed my pants, then presented a class project. I'm a 15-year-old male, and today, I really fucked up in class. This is my story. This happened some months ago, pre-coronavirus, so the quarantine hadn't started yet. I was in my class, and that was the day in which we had to present our projects. However, it wasn't my turn yet, so I used my coat as a pillow, and started my daily nap time. Time passed, and I was deep asleep, so I started dreaming. In that dream, I was alone, in the middle of nothing, surrounded by darkness. But suddenly, in front of me, a white toilet appeared. I think I drank too much water that day, so I had to pee urgently in that moment. I got close, took off my pants, and started peeing. It was a satisfactory moment, until I realized that I was peeing in real life, and I suddenly woke up. A big part of my pants was completely wet, and my face was red. My first thought was of going to the bathroom, and drying off the wet part, but sadly, we had the typical strict teacher that says, "You can't go to the bathroom, you've had plenty of time during the day." I was thinking about other ways to hide it, but the teacher called the name of our group. It was my time to present. I thought that it would be a good idea to use my shirt to hide the wet part. So I stood up, and realized that my shirt was way too short to hide that part. Now that I'm standing, I can't do anything else that walk to the front of the class, and present the damned project. The fact that my pants were yellow made it a lot worse, because it is easier to see that they are wet. My friends at the back of the class were laughing, which made me feel even more uncomfortable. However, we finished presenting the project in like 15 minutes, and one of my friends raised his hand and asked, "Is that urine in your pants?" Which made all the class laugh. The teacher told him to shut up, and we went back to our desks. I still say that it was water and not pee, but I don't think they believe me. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications to know when we post new videos. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you for coming to the House of Reddit.